I've been going through keys, and not long after I was last going through them moments ago, I went to try and do something, and the whole bag kind of fell apart on me. Grand it was. So, what I'm doing with things that I don't think I need right at the second. I'm putting bags into real bags. Yes, wait for it. Ziploc bags. Because it's no fun when an inferior bag falls apart and you have to figure out what it is you dropped. No fun at all. I don't need that bag. What do we have here? I might need that bag. I might need that. No, this. It's funny, you know, Commodore, of course, they were trying to make as many machines as they could, as quickly as they could. So there are different versions of keyboards. So if you ever are looking for a replacement key, you've got to look inside the keyboard and make sure that the innards, no, hold on, let me back up. If a key is just popped off and the stem is still intact, then you're probably okay to just, because most of the key caps actually went on the same way, but not all. So really, it is best, like if you're looking at something online and you're thinking about getting it, or I think there's a project going on to replace keycaps and things, really make sure, like look really closely, and if you're not sure, ask questions. I think it's only happened to me once where, and we exchanged messages, and it was, I think, a return key for an Amiga 2000, and it was to somewhere pretty exotic, and I said, you got to just please make sure, and they said, oh yeah, I'm sure, and then they weren't, and they were wrong, and I'm not sure how it ended, but it was, you know what, do your best to order the right thing when you are ordering. Now, according to this, I need a yellow Commodore 64 key. Doesn't sound like too much of what it has to be, of course, a particular key. A shift lock key. I've got to look for one of those for a pet, for a fellow. I have heard rumor that they are interchangeable, but I have not tried this, so I'm not going to diddle around. So, I really do have to find a better way each time a key is needed than having to go through and dump out the whole bag. I've thought about getting those little drawers so I could just have a bunch of keys in there with no, but my efforts to get better at this by putting certain sections of keys into bags hasn't gone well because the bags broke. And that doesn't help. Excuse me. Well, that didn't produce a zero key, but because I think I ended up with some other keys in the other bags. Oh, no. I think that's an O key. I don't know what it is right here. See, it should say 0 and off reverse on the front. And this is an O key. Well, I would hate to think, after all this, I'm short an ugly yellow 64 key. And I'm sure I have others. Oh, no, that's the Q. Oh dear. Oh, what's this? No, these look yellowed, but they look more like Amiga things. These look like the kind of keys I see, but they don't look terribly yellowed. Well, but then again, these things don't look quite as tall. Maybe they're a different version. That's another thing. Some keys, although for the same machine, are a little taller, a little shorter. Oh, here's right here is some yellow things. And there it is, a yellowed 0 key. Off reverse. I think that's. I will put these yellow keys all together. I shall. There's a space bar, but it could use some cleaning, I think. It's funny, you know, because a great way that I have found to take care of keyboard issues with keys, that is, not the innards, but with the keys, is take the keycaps off and take a Ziploc bag, yes, Ziploc, and fill it with the keys in warm water and dish soap. And soak them and shake them and soak them and shake them and do all that. And and in the end, the keys will get certainly cleaner than they were. Even keys that are not yellowed. Why can I not find things? Look, there's another 0 key. It's taller. These are tricky. You know what? I'm just going to pop this in here this moment. For this Commodore 64. But I still have to sort things out for the 128 and the PET. Look, see, and you wonder how things go missing. There's a key that almost got forgotten. Alright, into the box, into the box. Innards for a 64. What is it? I don't know. Alright, so what happens here is, of course, I now have the key that I need to ship away. And I will just test it to make sure that it does happily go in there. So you got to be careful, because sometimes, there we go. Whoa, ooh, snip, good. Good. Sometimes when you take keys off of a keyboard, if you're not careful, if the stem breaks off inside, then the key gets essentially ruined. It is. And that's not fun. But this is not the case. This is just fine. So what I end up doing now is I take some cardboard and I take some scissors and I cut out from this basically rectangle of cardboard, I cut out a hole into about 4 sheets of it, and then put all the stuff in the hole, make sure it's all very carefully packed, put it in a padded envelope, and so the key is all protected by all the cardboard, and whenever it arrives, wherever it arrives, it should be in dandy shape to go and make a machine all happy again. At least that's the plan. Anyway, so out of the keys I'm hunting for, I now have one of them. So I will get 2 more, and I'm going to get a 128 handy to search through and see what's what in turn. There's a spring. That is a tinier spring. Anyway, yes, when you take keyboards apart, it is good to have little cups around, especially for the little screws. And if you're not comfortable soldering, don't unsolder things. Get somebody else to do it for you. But I find when unsoldering, it's always the shift lock keys, or the ones that stick down, that have this. Usually, just heat it up gently with a little pair of pliers and yank it out, and you're okay. Usually. But anyway, if you're not comfortable, don't do it. But really, try not to drop the keys. And I haven't done any of the whitening things, but keys do get dirty over 30, 40 years. So even keys that are looking pretty okay, if you do put them in a Ziploc bag with not hot water, warm water, and dish soap, and soak them and shake them and soak them and shake them, and do that a time or 2. And when I say soak, sometimes I'll let them sit for maybe a week. It's probably much more than it would need to be, but if I really don't need the keys, what's it matter if they sit for a week? And then carefully let them dry, and the scourge of time shall be removed. Alright, I've got to keep hunting for more keys that need to go, and maybe it's almost time to take some more medicine. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. There's another one I still can't remember, but I remember seeing I learned most about it years ago on Sesame Street. It's got like 3 syllables. I can't remember. Anyway, if you're celebrating whatever it is I can't think of, have a great time. Until we meet again, I will continue to hunt through keys and try and figure out what it is that I have here in terms of these keys here. So, thanks for coming. Bye for now.